Emisión.net.
Hello again and welcome to Letter from England, broadcasting precipice and the Spanish Evangelical Alliance. Doubt hangs over the future of the Catholic group, the Legionnaires of Christ, a controversial organisation which has been described as a sect in some circles, handles huge amounts of money, and is a particularly wealthy group within Spain. But doubt hangs over its future as the Vatican continues to investigate two centres which belong to the group. Some fear the dissolution of the order, while others, aware of the scandal surrounding its founder, Marcial Maciel, would welcome such a move. An ex-legionnaire, who wished to remain anonymous, said, "The rank-and-file members are in a state of shock and very down, but they will obey the investigator and Rome because they wear the badge of blind obedience within, and it would never occur to them to disobey. The group leaders are rather different, though. They are doing everything they can to save themselves and make life difficult for the investigators." Well, the thankless task of investigation has fallen to Bishop Blázquez, who has already visited two seminaries at Ontaneda and Salamanca. The bishop has shown himself ready to listen, but hasn't said much himself as yet. Well, the Legionnaires is divided in two. The normal members want Rome to clean up their organisation once and for all, and, if necessary, dissolve it. The leaders, though submissive in public, are tense inside and follow their line of their leader, Álvaro Corcuera, in claiming they knew nothing about Maciel's immoral lifestyle and therefore are innocent of any wrongdoing themselves. It seems they're prepared to do everything they can to try and ensure the continuation of the group. Its director in Spain, Jesús María Delgado, says the leadership only knew of Maciel's lifestyle after he'd retired from his position as Director General, claiming therefore that no one covered up for him. He was known as a womanizer and fathered a daughter. Delgado recognizes that Maciel's secret daughter is that no longer, and says that they do not attempt to hide their founder's sin in this, unlike a letter written in that vein by their North American colleagues within the Legionnaires. However, the Spanish ex-legionnaire has a rather different version of this. He says there is a clear division in the Legion. The Americans want to get to the bottom of it all quickly, and are prepared to kick out the leadership, to ask forgiveness, and to compensate the victims. The Spanish, on the other hand, he says, have chosen to defend their current leaders. And that would seem to leave Rome with only two choices: dissolve the religious order or refound it. If it decides to dissolve it, 600 priests will have to seek work in dioceses, and some indeed are already doing so. In Getafe, for example, there are 10 ex-legionnaire priests. In Toledo, another one has turned up. Legionnaire property could pass directly to the diocese. However, getting its hands on the money and other assets of the group might prove rather more difficult, as the top three leaders have used all sorts of ingenious financial arrangements to make it so, according to this ex-member. Pope Ratzinger is known to be hard-line on moral issues, and was elected on the promise that he would clean up the Catholic Church and rid it of scandal. Well, Rome realizes its social credibility is at stake, not least due to the widespread cases of child abuse by priests. And while Maciel's sins were more in the woman line, the case needs to be dealt with just as firmly. Maciel himself died last year, so the Vatican might opt for a posthumous rejection of the group's founder, and perhaps the sacking of the current leadership in the Legionnaires. The ex-member comments, "The current leadership knew for years what was going on and turned a blind eye, and what's come out is only the tip of the iceberg." Thank you for listening to Letter from England, broadcasting at emission.net each week. Goodbye.
Emisión.net